With the release of the new Mario Kart World game, we get a whole new roster of characters, including various enemies. However, most of them are just under the name of the species and not any specific names. Apart from the cow, they all seem to be called he, which begs the question, why are most Mario enemies male? More specifically, what's up with the female ones? In this video, I'd like to do a deep dive into female Koopas. There are actually many more female Koopas than you might think, but still very few in comparison to the sheer mass of male Koopas in this series. I mean, come on, just look at the Koopalings. There are 7 Koopalings and only one of them is a girl. Not very good odds. I've also come up with some theories on why there are so few female Koopas, but I guess I'll just have to wait to find out what those could be. So without further ado, let's get into it. One of the most common examples of a female Koopa is Wendy the Koopaling. She is the only female Koopaling, which is a group of 7 sibling Koopas that lead the entire Koopa army under Bowser. Totally not bias-tiring at all, I'm so sure. Our girl, Wendy the Koopa, is absolutely rocking her stylish pink boots, pink necklace, pink bow, pink shell, pink lips. I seem to be sensing a theme here. However, as it is, the theme of this entire video, she's not the only female Koopa. Another common example of a female Koopa is Pom Pom. She was introduced in Super Mario 3D Land as a female counterpart to Boom Boom, who is a common Koopa boss. She's appeared in many games since then, even making an appearance in some Mario Party games. She looks less like a standard Koopa than Miss Lip Injection over there, more similar to Koopas like Morton or Roy. She's also bright pink, which is unlike any other Koopa. Those 2 female Koopas are just the most well known because they're common bosses, but there are actually many more female Koopas than you might think, as mentioned before. For example, there's this queen from Mario and Luigi Partners in Time and Dream Team named Kylie Koopa. She's all decked out in very fashionable pink attire, all the way down to her pink shell. Ooh, ah. Another example is Koopy Koo, another female Koopa decked out in hyper-feminine clothing. She appeared in Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door and has not been in any game since. But still, she served up looks, then bounced. Kinda iconic if you ask me. Jeez guys, why didn't you tell me I should wear pink? Now I feel like I'm left out in the open. I guess I got some pink on there, but I guess they had a second group checks without me. The last Koopa I want to cover is Camila, a Magic Koopa. She makes an appearance in a mainline game when she acts as a boss in Super Mario Galaxy. She looks identical to Kamek, a male Magic Koopa. See, if you were to put a purple dress on him and slap some green lipstick on, boom, he's a perfect Camila costume. Interesting. Also, yes, I know that it's Kamek and not Kamek. I'm sorry, I've always pronounced it Kamek, and I will always pronounce it Kamek, okay? Okay, because Kamek makes more sense, but I'm not gonna say that 6-year-old me was the smartest person ever, okay? Now, while these limited and very pink showings of female Koopas is probably just a result of video game sexism, I don't think that that's a very fun way to think about it. So I've come up with 3 separate theories for you, and I honestly can't tell which one I find to be the best. First up, we have a pretty tame theory. We are led to believe that all the Koopa Troopers in Bowser's army are men, but what if that's not true at all? All the examples of female Koopas above, for the most part, look exactly like male Koopas, but with hyper-feminine accessories, like with all the pink and with all the jewelry. So what if the Koopa species is actually split roughly half and half male and female, just as humans are? As far as I know, Koopas are always referred to as male, other than the ones with names listed above, and some others that I didn't really mention. However, this could be similar to how the English language is centered around everything male, like with mailman and policeman, along with even just male and female. See what I'm getting at here? So calling all the Koopas a he or a him could just be a result of a man-oriented society and language. God, this is supposed to be a children's game. What am I doing with my life? Next up, we have a theory that's very much not tame. Do you remember how I just mentioned how the girl Koopas look nearly identical to the boys, just with pink clothing and accessories? Well, what if they were? Drag Queen Koopas, everyone. Boom, I said it. Now I know this might be controversial. I have no idea which side of YouTube this is going to, but I'm still gonna push through with my theory. And here's my evidence to support this. I want you to tell me the difference between these 2 pictures right here. Boom, that's right, you can't. I'm right and you're wrong. Suck it, losers. But in all seriousness, to go on a bit of a side tangent, the association of pink in the Koopa Kingdom and women probably came from Princess Peach. For if we follow the theory that all Koopas are born male, then one of the most widely known cases of a woman being in Koopa society is Princess Peach, who is just constantly being kidnapped by the king, Bowser. I mean, seriously, it must be like every weekend or something. Like, do the newspapers just say, Princess Peach was captured again, and they're all just like, oh yeah, just another Wednesday in the kingdom. And seeing as though her signature color is pink, it only makes sense that some Koopas would follow suit. If this theory is correct, it's nice to know that all the other in-game Koopas are supportive of their transition, calling them she and her. You know, maybe America should take some notes from these Koopas. We could learn a thing or two. Just gonna have a bit of a lip gloss break here, hold up. Gotta get my pink to represent for our Koopa girlies. Alright, back to the video. Alright, now I have one more idea before I let you all go. And this is partly based off of a piece of Zelda lore. In many Zelda games, there's a race called the Gerudo, who is primarily made out of women, with a male being born roughly every 100 years. Now, because the male Gerudo is so rare, he's thought of very highly by the Gerudo people, getting a very high role in society. Now, we can apply this to the Koopa species, who do have women more often than Gerudo have men, but still not very many. Seeing as though it's a pretty rare occurrence for a female Koopa to be born, it would probably also mean that the female Koopas were thought of highly, and would therefore kind of stick out. Many female Koopas would probably embrace this part of themselves and dress uniquely because they stood out anyway. May as well have fun with it. So, according to this theory, all the female Koopas that we see are dressed up in super feminine clothing because they've accepted that part of themselves and then want to flaunt it. Who knows, maybe there are some other Koopas in this theory world that are just too afraid to show their femininity and just hide away with the rest of the male Koopas, too embarrassed to show their true selves. Alright, well those were the most important instances of female Koopas in the Mario universe and some theories I have about what that could mean for the lore. Do you have any more ideas of what this could mean for Mario lore? Let me know in the comments down below. I had actually a lot of fun writing the script for this. I thought that it was a really interesting thing to make theories about all this kind of stuff instead of just examining the games itself. So let me know if you guys want me to do a video covering Mario Kart World, Switch 2, or any other idea that you might have. I do some things that I'm cooking up right now, but I would love to hear suggestions on things that you'd be interested in seeing. I'm always open to suggestions, and I'm willing to do pretty much anything. I'm more into Zelda and cozy games, but I also obviously I like Mario, and I'm open to researching anything. Thank you for watching it. It really means a lot to me. Anyway, have an absolutely lovely day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!